And so you've been asking me about the question of non-violence, and which is what we've been discussing at the meeting tonight. And this is a philosophy that many social movements use, most famously associated with the Indian independence movement under Mahatma Gandhi, but also the civil rights movement in the United States under Martin Luther King. And the argument that they put forward is that we live in a violent society, a society of racism, a society of war, a society of the military, a society that oppresses and exploits people, and that if we want to change it, the argument goes that we have to morally be better than that. We have to be non-violent ourselves. We have to actively organise to try and stop using violence. And as socialists, we understand that this is a positive message. We understand that people don't want to be violent. We understand that people hate the idea of killing or physical confrontation. And people also don't like the individuals who are physically violent. You think about the Nazis on the streets, punching people, fighting racist attacks, homophobic attacks, and so on. But we also, as socialists, understand that the system, capitalism, organises itself to protect its own wealth, to protect its own interests. It uses the police, it uses the army, it uses the law courts, and often it uses violent methods to protect its self-interests. And we've seen a whole number through history of left-wing governments that have tried to reform things that have been crushed and defeated by the forces of the state. So as socialists, we say we understand why people want to be non-violent, but we live in a violent world, and sometimes we will have to confront that violence, and we will have to defend ourselves and protect our organisations and our movements.